So you've just purchased the Mango Studios Pratt & Whitney 2000 engine mod for the Flight Factor 757, and now you want to know how to install it. Well, lucky for you, Mango Studios have made it super simple to install. I'm going to be showing you how to install it today, so let's get right into it. Okay, so once you have downloaded the mod, you're going to get it here as a zip file. We need to extract this. I'm using WinRAR, link to this in the description. I'm just going to extract it. And okay, once that's done, we can delete the zip file, the original one, and we're left with our mod folder. Now when you open it up, you're going to see 4 items. The manual, we'll take a look at that in just a second. The main mod folder, this is where the mod is actually held. We have a compatibility patch for the Carter Rolls-Royce RB211s. This engine mod is compatible, you can use both at the same time. And then there is a liveries folder, we'll take a look at that at the end. If we open up the manual here, it's a really nice clear manual that is provided with the mod, and it shows you exactly what you need to do. As you can see, it's really short. Take a look at this before we progress. Now we can get into the actual installation. So what you want to do is in your X-Plane 12 root folder, navigate to your Flight Factor 757 install, as you can see here, and then open up the main mod folder. You want to copy this objects folder here and copy it into the root 757 folder. So just click copy there, and there it is. So in this folder, as you can see, is the actual mod and some edited files for the 757, and when we copy that across, it overwrit the original one. So that's all good to go. Now if you are using the Carter RB11s, you're going to want to copy this patch in as well. So do the same exact thing, copy the objects folder, paste it in here. It's going to overwrite the original one, and there it is. Now we can get on to the plane maker side of things. So navigate back to your root X-Plane folder, open up plane maker. Okay, and once you're in plane maker, you need to open the file. So click open here, and it'll take you to the 757 folder. Now we need to be careful which one we open. So there are 4 variants of the 757 depending on which package of the 757 you have purchased. You may have more, you may have less. Now the edit we're about to do to the ACF file, you're going to have to do for every variant of the 757. So you have the 757-200, you have the 757-300, you have the 757-C32, and you have the 757RF, that's the freighter version. Now for each of these 4 variants, there's a further variant, which is either X-Plane 11 or X-Plane 12. So when it comes to that, you need to pick whichever sim you're using. If you're on X-Plane 11, use the X-Plane 11. If you're on X-Plane 12, you're going to use X-Plane 12. For the purposes of this video, obviously I'm using X-Plane 12, and we're going to do the freighter version. Okay, so we're going to open that. And when it comes up with this be advised warning, you can completely ignore that. Just click understood. And now we have the aircraft open. So what you're going to want to do is navigate to standard and click objects here. Go all the way down to the bottom, and as it says in the manual, click add 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. And we have 3 blank objects, as you can see down here. Now we need to add the left engine, the right engine, and an N1 fast OBJ. So to do that, click the grey box to the left of the empty black box. It's going to open your aircraft folder, and you're going to want to navigate to objects, 757, PW2000, and then we want to open first the left engine. So that'll be PW2000 left, and make sure it's the OBJ, not this DDS file or anything like that. Make sure it is the OBJ. Open the OBJ, and it'll populate there. Next, we need to open the right one, so back to objects, 757, PW2000, and then PW2000 right, and then the N1 fast OBJ. So again, we're going to do the same thing, objects, 757, PW2000, N1 fast, open that. And as you can see, they all end in .obj. That's exactly what you want to see. Now we need to edit some of the coordinates. It shows you all of this in the manual here. I'm going to show you as well. So first of all, we need to edit these X coordinates here. Very simple. All you're going to want to do, so on these left ones over here, we want to type in simply click so it's orange. Don't click an arrow, as you can see there. Make sure you click the box so it highlights in orange, and type in 1862. You don't need to put the decimal point, it will do that automatically. So just type 1862, and the 0 is already there, we don't need to do that. And do that for the other two, so 1862, and last one 1862. Okay, now we want to do this coordinate here, which is 19.8. So we can click the middle one because the first one is going to be 0. So we just click 19.8, as you can see there. 19.8. Again, I'm not clicking decimal point, I'm literally just clicking 1, 9, and then 8. Okay, and that is all done. Next, we need to fill some of these out. Really simple. Just click shadow mode here for all three objects and click all views, as you can see me doing here. So shadow mode, all views. And then what you want to do is for PW2000 left, PW2000 right, click high res, so you get high res textures. And that's pretty much it. You want to click file, save that, understood, and you're ready to go. Now when you exit Plane Maker, if you go down here, you can see highlighted here I've got my two 757 RF ACFs, and they're both X-Plane 12. Now one here has a little squiggly dash. We don't want that, that's the original one. We can delete that, and now we have 757 RF underscore X-Plane 12, which is the ACF we just edited. Now remember, you need to repeat this for all the other variants, so you don't have to do it for the X-Plane 11 variants if you're not using X-Plane 11, for example, but you do need to do it for the X-Plane 12 C32, the X-Plane 12 300 variant, and the X-Plane 12 200 variant. You can see that I've got a backed up ACF, so we can get rid of that. Now if you head back to your mod folder and head to liveries, you can see here that provided are the textures, so you can have alternate and main spinner for the engine for some of these liveries which commonly use the PW2000 engines. So to install these, super simple. Okay, all you want to do, go to your liveries folder in your 757, and for example we're going to do DHL today. So open up your DHL folder, go to objects 757, and this texture here is for the original engines. Obviously we don't need that, but I recommend just keeping it there. If you go to your Mango Studios PW2000 mod folder, open DHL. Now you can choose which spinner you want. I'll put pictures on screen right now of which spinner is which and what they look like. And then you want to select your spinner, so I'm going to do main spinner, and copy this PW2000 mod folder into there, okay, into the object 757 folder, just like that. Now when you load this livery and you load the PW2000 engines, it's not going to use these textures here, it's going to use the textures within this folder. So now we are done with the installation. Let's hop into X-Plane 12 and take a look at our beautiful brand new Pratt & Whitney 2000 engines. And as you can see here, we now have our beautiful Pratt & Whitney 2000 engines installed for the Flight Factor 757. Here we have the freighter, the DHL, which we added the delivery for, and as you can see it is compatible. So I hope this video helped. Hope you have successfully installed your new engines. If you do have any issues, the best place to ask is the Mango Studios Discord server. Enjoy your lovely new engines and happy flying.